Hi, folks. Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the Chris Voss Show.com. Hey, welcome to the podcast. We certainly appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for being here with us today. Be sure to refer the show to your friends, neighbors, relatives. Get them onto the show and check out all the wonderful episodes that we have coming out. You can also go to the Chris Voss Podcast Network. That's the cvpn.com or chrisvosspodcastnetwork.com. You can subscribe to all 8 podcasts that we have going on over there. There's actually a new one you'll want to go check out. So go check that baby out, subscribe to it, and all that good stuff. Today, we have kind of a follow-up. When we went to the CES show in 2020, we profiled and did a booth interview for a company called NowMobile. And you probably got a chance to see that on our podcast. We're doing a follow-up. We're actually getting a chance to spend a little bit more time and have a sit-down with the president of NowMobile, Brandon Hitt. And we're also getting a chance to interview the Make-A-Wish Foundation people. We've got their representative, Holly Thomas, with us. And they're going to be talking about what Make-A-Wish is doing and what Make-A-Wish is doing in concert with NowMobile. But let me get to Brandon Hitt's bio here. He's the president of NowMobile, a subsidiary of Hitt Brands, which is also a family-owned and operated consumer packaged goods company. Spent the first 15 years of his career at PepsiCo and then Newell Brands. He was the sales and marketing person responsible for brands like Gatorade, Tropicana, Sunbeam, and Yankee Candle. And he's been around retail his entire life. His father worked for Walmart on the operations side, moving every 12 to 18 months. And he ended up in Bentonville, Arkansas, and went to the Sam Walton College of Business, 20 minutes south. I think they teach you there how to get the blue light special. Did they still do the blue light special? I don't know.
That's Kmart.
That's Kmart? Wow. Okay. I feel... All right. Well, it's not the blue light special. It's, I don't know, whatever the hell that other thing is. So welcome to the show, Brandon and Holly. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So it's great to have you guys here. And I know we have some limited time with Holly and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They've got to get back to helping those wonderful kids make their wishes come true. So I'll start with you, Holly. Give us a rundown of what Make-A-Wish Foundation is up to these days and how you guys are working with NowMobile.
Sure, I'm happy to. Thank you so much for having me. We're thrilled to be with you today. We have just launched a new partnership with NowMobile in January of 2020. We were with Brandon at the CES show where we celebrated Tajari's wish for an in-home recording studio. And we're celebrating the launch of their new program called Help Grant a Wish Now. And it is NowMobile's opportunity to donate from the sales of their mobile equipment to Make-A-Wish. So $1 to $2 for each mobile accessory sold will benefit Make-A-Wish and the work that we do with children for granting wishes for critical illnesses.
This is awesome, and everyone's seen the videos. I think we've all welled up in tears and just been just motivated as to the great humanity that Make-A-Wish Foundation does in bringing these kids hope and sometimes a more positive outlook on life, or at least a chance to make their wishes come true. And it's so important, and I think it's great what you guys are doing. And I think you guys are hitting some yearly milestones now currently.
We are. I appreciate you talking about your passion for our mission. I think it's incredible work that our organization does to help children really at very difficult moments in their lives and their families' lives as they're dealing with medical treatments and the pain and uncertainty that comes with some of that. We really come in and provide children a moment and an opportunity to escape from that and to realize their one true wish. And it's such a blessing and a joy to be able to do that, because we know that that is a moment, and we have seen it over and over again, where it really marks a change in their treatment and how they progress and feel after that wish. And we also hear so often from families how meaningful that has been for them and what it has done to really change the tenor of how they're dealing with the situation and the medical crisis they may be in. So we know that these wishes are really just such an important part of a child's medical treatment, and we're excited to share that we will be celebrating our 40th anniversary. It will launch in April of this year. Actually, April 29th is what we consider World Wish Day, and it is a celebration in honor of the first wish granted back in 1980 for Chris Gracious, who wished to be a police officer right here in Phoenix, Arizona. So we are really excited. We have a lot of exciting activity planned over the next 12 to 16 months to celebrate that important 40th anniversary, and really to bring the right attention and an opportunity to help others who want to contribute to this organization and help grant wishes, to give them the chance to do that.
That's awesome, Sauce. It's such a great thing that you guys take and do for kids. I grew up with a sister who had cerebral palsy, and the first 3-4 months of her life was spent in living in hospitals and living with in ICU units, and watching my parents sleep on the couch. At one point, we had a camper in the parking lot of the hospital. So I have a small inkling of the hell that these parents go through and the children go through. And you think of a child as this wonderful thing that, you're just born into life and you seem to be perfect most times, and you just want to run and have fun and enjoy life. And a lot of these kids get robbed of that because of illnesses they do. So a great way they can support the Make-A-Wish Foundation is, of course, NowMobile. We'll get into the back half of this talking about where if they have products they want to take and buy there, they can buy them and make contributions. What's also a way that they can look up your guys' website to take a look at more about what you guys do and maybe help out in some other ways?
Absolutely. There's so many ways to get involved. Anyone can visit wish.org. You certainly have the opportunity to donate there directly if you want to support the organization financially. There's also ways to get involved with your local chapters. We have 60 chapters across the country that serve all the Wish kids in every state and every community across the U.S. And so there's ways to get involved from a volunteerism perspective, whether that's becoming a Wish grantor or helping with fundraising events or other activities that might be happening in the community. So there's a lot of incredible information on wish.org that will help you get involved in the mission.
Awesome, Sauce. Make a child's life better. What could be better than that? That's just awesome. And this is a wonderful charity you guys are working with here, Brandon. And thank you, Holly. We certainly appreciate you taking some time out for us. I know you guys are busy with the bigness that you're doing there. So Brandon, what inspired you guys to work with Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Well, I think it was, a lot of the stories as we got to know Make-A-Wish Foundation, hearing the, the way, like Holly mentioned, a lot of times these wishes, you give the children, the emotional and the physical strength to battle these critical illnesses. And, at NowMobile, we're very family oriented, and some of those stories just, really hit home. I think when, maybe the average person thinks of Make-A-Wish, a kid going to Disney World or meeting LeBron James comes to mind. But as, you dive into this database, and it just pulls at your heartstrings. There's wishes like, they want their grandma's van to be wheelchair accessible because the grandma's their primary caregiver. Or, a wish for a new washer and dryer because their mom works 2 jobs, and, when they're home for the weekend, they spend all weekend at the laundromat. So, that was something that we weren't aware of, and we were looking for a partner with this brand for this campaign. That just seemed like, sick kids. It just doesn't get any more meaningful for us than that.
And this is one of the things I love. I love the opportunities you get in owning a company and building a business, at being able to give back to the community, and being able to give a portion of what you're taking and doing. My company back in the day, we used to give a lot to the local primary children's hospital here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we donated to their child abuse wing. People that were dealing with child abuse and some of the injuries they may have acquired there, or reasons they would be visiting the hospital. And so it's just really great to see companies giving back and giving a portion of what they're doing and help promoting these brands that go out and help people and make the world a better place. It doesn't get any better than that when it comes down to it. So NowMobile, according to your guys' website, is a global provider of mobile accessories for work, home, and school. And tell us more about NowMobile. Give us the website if you want, and let's plug that.
So NowMobileUS.com.
Okay.
We have a complete line of mobile accessories from sub $9.99 impulse item like rings, kickstand, charging cables, all the way up to some true innovation, wireless charging technology, 10,000 milliamp power banks, docking stations, true wireless earbuds, waterproof speakers, really any kind of mobile accessory that you can think of. We're a complete but focused line.
Yeah, rings, kickstands, chargers, power banks, car and auto accessories, USB charging cables, earbuds, and speakers. A lot of cool Bluetooth items there that you can take and get. We got a chance to actually view your guys' booth there at CS. So if you got a chance, search back through the iTunes collection there, and you can see the video interview that we took and did. It's on the chrisvossshow.com. Yeah, just search for it there. So you guys have been in business for how long?
We've been in business nearly 20 years,
Wow.
and you can find our products on shelves across the country: Walmart, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Macy's. NowMobile is a new line of mobile accessories that we had been incubating for a number of years, and primarily stayed away from that category for a number of reasons. We've done a lot of private label charging cables and phone cases. But the fact that it was or is continues to be extremely competitive, a space where there's not a lot of proprietary technology, it's really a race to the bottom. You've got 6 or 7 companies out here that are all getting their products from the same source, and those reasons, because there's just a lot of noise confusion within that space for a consumer, especially the average mom, when she's shopping, doesn't know if this charging cable is going to, or where she's got her charging cable. There is no brand loyalty with unless you're Apple or Samsung. At those sub $50 price points, there's not a lot of brand loyalty there. We think partnering with Make-A-Wish creates an impactful point of differentiation for ourselves, and something that helps us break through that noise.
Definitely. I mean, when my phone's dead, any cable will do.
Yeah, right.
And
it's almost a consumable or disposable item at this point.
yeah, and they can get very inexpensive charging cables from you guys. They can even get the USB-Cs, which I'm seeing on everything now. They can get the Lightning charging cable, the Apple proprietary thing. You never can have enough of those charging cables laying around the house or your car. My biggest problem is I'll be like, hey, I think there's one of the cables in the car, and then I got to the car and take one out of the car, and then later when I'm in the car. So definitely having enough charging cables is something that makes a difference in your life.
And that's what we hope to drive. When you're at the point of purchase there, and $1 goes to Make-A-Wish, we want you to buy 2 or 3.
Definitely. You can go to NowMobileUS.com. You can check out all the wonderful products they have, and take advantage of them. Fill up your thing. I mean, it's a great way to contribute if you want to donate to Make-A-Wish, help support their cause, and get yourself some good cables. I mean, it certainly beats going on to like another retail site, and you just know it's going to some corporate profit center there, and doesn't really help anyone, I guess, sometimes. So this is pretty awesome. You can get what you need, get some of the basics. The other thing about your products too is they're great for kids. So I see some speakers here that are fairly inexpensive. They're not something that are, like the $400 speakers we review here on the Chris Voss Show that I wouldn't let a child near. But you got some great portable, waterproof Bluetooth speakers, so the kids can have their speakers, they can have the cables. Chargers, of course, are important, and charging pads for the inductive charging. Those are great as well. Wall chargers, I'm always trying to find, it's funny. We get sent all this product from all these different companies to review. Trying to find the wall chargers around here sometimes is a little stupid. It's like, I know there's like 50 of them somewhere, and that's just my house. Like I can't and I get all this stuff. So if you're in a normal house, I don't know what it's like. but definitely having some of this stuff. You guys got a really inexpensive dual USB power bank charger for 10,000 milliamp hours. That's pretty awesome. That'll get most of your phones 2 or 3 charges out of there. Wireless charging stands and pads where you can charge your phones with the inductive charging. I love that sort of stuff. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff. And so, are most people you want coming to the website, to the NowMobileUS.com, I guess? And then
no, actually, the website is not meant to be, an e-commerce machine.
Okay.
We are actively talking with retailers across the country about, feature opportunities for Q3, Q4, back to school, holiday, back to college, tax season, and, meant to be more of a, our assortment bundled in specific price points, so you could line price them, so you kind of have, again, your opening price points there with $9.99 and below, up to $29 or $39 retails.
Okay. So you guys have a retail partner opportunity page on your guys' website, I can see here. And it's got a huge Make-A-Wish Foundation, help a kid's wishes come true. And it's got a huge display. You've got end caps and counter displays and all sorts of different ways retailers can get involved. So I guess if I'm a retailer and I want to take advantage of working with you guys and also supporting a great cause, I should contact you guys and find out more about getting signed up to do this stuff. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And the way we've, bundled these, again, we're shipping and merchandising in preloaded displays. They're easy for retailers to feature around key holiday timeframes. Both our packaging and these displays, are supported with impactful Make-A-Wish point of sale messaging to create that emotional connection and almost a call to action for consumers. The average consumer passes a charging cable 2 or 3 times a day when they're out doing going about their business. But again, when you can give $1 to an extraordinary foundation like Make-A-Wish, that should be a call to action to buy.
And it's certainly, if you're a retail operation, taking advantage of retail partner opportunities, they can take advantage of setting up these end caps or counter displays, tower floor stands you have, traditional floor stands, all these displays that promote the Make-A-Wish connection to NowMobile, and of course have all the different products that people can take and grab and on the fly. And they're relatively inexpensive, which makes it a good deal. And I'm sure that helps them fly off the shelves there and get those sales and much needed money for the foundation as well.
Well, we know, when executed properly, cause marketing works. And, like we were speaking to earlier, you don't want to put one cause against another, but it just doesn't get more impactful than children battling critical illnesses. But there is, there's benefits for retailers to participate in these cause-related programs, and no one's doing it in this mobile accessory space right now. You see it in consumable, you see it in food, you see it, in shampoo, but it works. And people, there's beyond the sales lift that retailers, get. There's some halo effects where your customers hold a retailer in a higher regard when they support a cause that they believe in. Their employees hold their employer in a higher regard when they back a cause that they believe in. So there's a lot of ancillary benefits beyond just the sales growth that comes from a cause-related program.
So it's a great partnership opportunity these guys can take and get a hold of and everything else. Yeah. So yeah, if you get a chance, check this out. Contact them at NowMobileUS.com. Is there any other good place? I see there's a contact tab here on your guys' website. Is it,
yeah, I mean our 1-800 number there.
Okay.
info@NowMobileUS.com, or email me directly, bh@NowMobileUS.com.
And give us that full 1-800 number so people can have it.
Let's see, 1-8. It's
That's okay.
877. No
one uses the phone anymore, so you'll probably be fine there.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You guys have a nice form that you guys can use in your website. Are you guys doing any more shows this year like you did with CES?
Yeah, we have a show, ASD, which is in Las Vegas again, and that is the third week of March. We'll be back out at the Las Vegas Convention Center. I've got that 887 toll free number for you now.
Okay.
877-756-4626.
Okay. And so they can contact you guys there, or they can see you at the upcoming ASD trade show. And that's going to be in Las Vegas, March 22 through the 25th. I'm going to have to see if I'm going to that show or not. I used to live in Vegas, still kind of do, but I'm up in Utah writing a book right now, but I come down for all the different shows. I know NAB is going to have a big show there coming up. We always go to the NAB show, but I'm going to look in the ASD trade show. I'm not sure if that's on our list, but we'll have to add it since you guys are going. It's
a good show.
A good show then. So you guys built this company over the last 20 years, and anything more we should know about your company, what you guys do, and how you guys are doing it?
Yeah, sure. So, I think we were talking about earlier why the why with this line, and we've never been interested in Me Too products, where we're just another name or another brand. We want to have products with purpose, whether that's under our fourth utensil umbrella. We do a line of sustainable straws, metal straws. I don't know if you're familiar with the reusable. They're dishwasher safe, BPA free, FDA approved. It's a sustainable solution for plastic, which the plastic straw ban is permeating throughout the country. So everything we do has to have a plus one or some extra benefit to it beyond just the item itself.
Awesome sauce. It's great to give back and find ways to incorporate making the world a better place. There's a lot of brands that have done that where they take and donate to a portion of their proceeds to bettering the world, and I'm always for that. Anytime corporate interests can act to make the world a better place and give people a leg up and contribute. I mean, that's really the whole point of being in business, is, as far as I'm concerned, is to make the world a better place. And it's not always about the money. Sometimes it's about what you can give and the way you can change the world and have an impact on them. So that's awesome. You guys are taking and doing. Anything else more we need to know about your guys' things and what you guys are doing there?
But this is our big focus for 2020. Like I said, we debuted the line at CES last month, and response has been phenomenal. We're having active conversations with a number of retailers, big and small. Obviously, sitting here in Bentonville, that's our big targets are Walmart and Sam's Club, and like I said, it's we have our partnership with Make-A-Wish is for the next 12 months, and our goal is to raise $1 million. And that's one product at a time. So it's a big swing, but one that we're excited to take.
That's awesome. You can raise $1 million for the cause of Make-A-Wish. That's just great. That's stupendous. Well, I certainly appreciate you guys taking some time to be on the show. I appreciate Holly being here and Brandon. And if you want to find out more about working with NowMobile, you can go to NowMobileUS.com and check out their contact page, or you can call the 1-800 number there. Do you want to give us that 1-800 number one more time?
1-877-756-4626.
And if you're going to the ASD, I believe it's the ASD show. Yes, the ASD show in Las Vegas. You want to check them out there. It's going to be at ASD Market Week, March 22 through the 25th of 2020, Las Vegas Convention Center. My legs are still hurting from CES.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking. Good exercise.
But I feel bad for the booth folks that we interview, because we do about 10 booth interviews a day at CES and most shows. And I feel bad for you guys, because you guys pretty much you're like standing in the booth and you're kind of trapped there for a while. At least I get to walk around and get something to eat, and I can go find a place to sit. But you guys definitely put in the hours and the time there at those shows. It's just stupendous.
It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding. But you catch yourself giving the same sales pitch 1,000 times. I mean, like a couple hundred times a day, a week in a row. And it's draining, not only physically but mentally. But they're a lot of fun.
It's a hell of a show. It's a hell of a show. In fact, I'm glad they got it out before this coronavirus thing. We were going to a big show in Europe, and they canceled the whole show of the coronavirus, and it was a huge show.
That situation is scary.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, folks. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in today. Be sure to check it out. Refer it to your friends who are retailers. Tell them to, if you have a good retail shop you like, say, hey, you ought to partner with NowMobileUS.com and support the Make-A-Wish Foundation, all that good stuff. If you see their products in Walmart or other different places where they have them retailed, you'll see they have a little sticker on them for the on the retail boxes for the Make-A-Wish thing, so your money's going towards a good cause. So be sure and support it there. Be sure to refer your friends, neighbors, and relatives to the podcast. You can go to thecvpn.com or chrisvosspodcastnetwork.com. There's 8 podcasts there now. Holy crap, we just got done rebranding one to a new podcast. You want to check out the really cool name we have over there. I'm not even going to tell you, because I want you to go over there and check it out and subscribe to it. You can also go to the Chris Voss Show and see all the latest things that we have reviewed as of late. And we thank you guys for spending some time with us. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you.